View stream on, and I always usually try to view the stream too, and I just didn't care to do that today for some reason.
Yeah, it's all good. We here now.
We there. We on here now. I see us now. I see us now. Pardon.
Mine now, you little
Yes, nah.
bitch.
I don't care about baby screaming in the background, man. So it's fine. They know we quarantine. I'll grab the babies. What's the problem? What's the problem? We good. We here. I know how to mute the mic, all that.
That's my baby Finn.
We potting.
My baby Finn. Hey, my baby Finn.
We potting.
Hello.
How you doing?
Hello. I'm doing good. How are
I
you?
can't hear you. Headphones. My headphones.
I can hear him. He said I'm doing good. I can hear him.
Hello.
Oh yeah,
How you
it's
doing?
fried you.
The whole family here. Hey.
In the building.
We all podding. It's a family affair.
All right. See y'all later. Bye. Bye, Amir.
Wait. Hey,
See ya.
he can tell them kids bye.
See ya.
Let's see how quick I leave.
Stop video. Look at that.
Yeah,
Look at that. You out of there now. All right. Come on, man. For real. All right.
Shoot.
All right.
Y'all know.
Yeah. Hey, games on crack episode.
My. We are in the
Classic.
middle live on the
Classic
episode.
episode already. We are back. Nobody can stop this. Okay? This is the type of content that we will continue to bring you week after week.
Games on crack,
Can't
mama.
find it nowhere else. Nowhere else.
Yeah. You can't.
Games on crack, mamas.
You smoke crack, don't you? You acting up.
So yeah, hey man, we live now with the homies. And
It was a
since we did our house cleaning, housekeeping. housekeeping.
Yeah, since we did our house keeping, not house cleaning, we ain't cleaning no houses over here. Quarantine. We ain't cleaning no house.
It's been a long time. So, my friends, I have to ask, what are we playing?
Like to go. Finn, would you like to go? What you playing? 2K?
Oh, you already know. And random games with random old Sonic games. Cause
what took you there?
My son.
Okay.
He like Sonic 1 and 2.
Starting the game.
And he's starting to kind of mess with Rocket League, but he still don't know how to drive. So.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he can't play no Rocket League with Finn.
He gonna be some sort of he gonna be a Rocket League child prodigy because his pops.
Hey, Finn gonna be really training him like, nah.
His pops, he gonna be
fly
amazing.
across. Nah, hey, you gotta fly defense.
Back.
You gotta line. Hey, no, you gotta go off the wall,
bro.
When the ball.
Hey, listen.
You gotta let your defender.
Listen, man.
It was so hard to be like good playing with Finn. It was like,
yeah,
yo, bro,
y'all bring this up every time we talk about this Rocket League shit. Y'all about to piss me off now,
hey, bro.
All right.
Hey.
Hey, bro. That shit was real to me, man.
Bro. She was just like so much better than everybody on.
I was just trying to get my Steve Kerr on, man. Pass me the ball, bro. I'm just trying to get my Steve Kerr. Want to make a big shot.
Yeah, Finn was a beast on the Rocket League, man.
Hey.
I'll tell you.
Yeah, bro. You was go mode on there for sure.
Slapz, what you been on?
Hey, man. Persona 5, bro, which is easily made its way into my heart as one of my favorite RPGs. Easily made its way in there. It probably took like an hour to make it there. For me,
it's fire.
It's
you
a great
got Royal
game.
too.
I got Royal. Yeah, bro, amazing game all around. I love the mechanics. I'm hooked. This is what I've been playing. I was playing. Y'all ain't seen me in a minute. So I was playing Final Fantasy. Beat that. I went back to the Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I was trying to complete that. But then the announcement came that Last of Us was coming out. So I'm like, let me go rebeat the first one. Just to do it. Still a great story. And now I'm on this Persona, like heavy.
You've been going crazy, huh?
Heavy,
Wait,
heavy.
you
Hey,
said
bro.
you beat Last of Us again?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never played that shit still.
It's good. It's fun, bro. So I had to since two was coming out. And it's a great story. So since 2 was coming out, I just wanted to make sure brush up on everything and play it. Man, story good. I love that game, dude. So it was nothing. I've not even looked up anything. I'm not looking up anything. I'm staying away from it just because I don't want to bump into it by mistake.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
won't be getting any spoilers from games on Krack.
yeah, we ain't doing that here.
The Last of Us 2.
We ain't doing that here, man. But that's it. But I've been bouncing around on Streets of Rage. I'm on the last board on Streets of Rage, but I left Ron in Persona. I can't turn it off. So yeah, but
Ron now ready for the smoke.
We'll go beat the last.
I should tell the world how this nigga Krack hold me on Streets of Rage, but
go ahead. No, tell him. Go ahead. Tell him. Tell the story.
Yeah, we played through like I think the first 10 levels of Streets of Rage. We played up until the very last, like when you get to I don't know, for anybody that doesn't know, I'm sorry. When you get to Y Island, we basically stopped because we had played through the whole shit and it was late at night, and we was about to just finish it later. So I think I get up maybe the next day or some shit. Mode. Oh yeah, we was on hard mode.
We've all been on hard mode. Let's make that clear. We have all been on hard. Yeah. Pause.
So we was playing through hard mode, and that shit took a while. And I think the next day I hit this nigga up like in the evening, like, "Hey, you trying to finish this shit?" This nigga was like, "Oh yeah, I already played through the last level and shit." He said something about this nigga not only played through the last level, this nigga played from the start to the finish by himself. Like,
wow.
Didn't even hit me up. So
that's not true, because when you got off, I started playing. I kept playing. Okay, this is what happened.
You trash.
This is what happened.
Oh,
was playing hard, and that was hard. Like it was tough. So I'm like, man, let me just play this shit on hardest and just see how far I could get, like by myself, like on a solo mission. So I'm on hardest, and I'm starting to like clean niggas out. Like I was like, all right, like I'm actually like I'm moving through these levels and shit. I get to about like the 5th level, and I'm beating the shit out of niggas, like I am. So I'm like, I gotta keep playing. Like I gotta see how far I can get, dog. I gotta see. So I ended up that same night.
You left your brother for your own selfish gamer goals, is what you did. That's crazy.
And it wasn't like we wasn't gonna beat this shit. Like, well, I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of ass at this. I was getting my ass whooped on that bitch. Kept dying on that motherfucker.
Ron was getting bodied on there a couple times, bro. We had to strategize.
And
but for his first time, like on hard.
I ain't gonna lie. If I was a little kid or something, I probably would have been mad about that shit for real. I don't care. Like that shit just was funny anyway. But if I was a little kid or something, I would have been like, man, why the fuck you leave me?
You trash for that. We just at a pause state right now,
bro. I didn't think I was gonna get that far, and then once I started cleaning niggas up, that game is very addictive, bro. Like when you really get in your bag and start beating niggas' asses on there, like
you ain't gotta explain it to me. Say no.
I'm saying for the viewers and the listeners.
Nah, it is.
You know,
I ain't gonna lie, it is.
Rage 4, man. I'd advise anybody play it. It's on Game Pass right now. Yo, play it. I want to play, you know what I'm saying, like on Mania eventually, because I ain't beat that shit.
What is the Mania shit?
Mania is the hardest difficulty.
I ain't doing that.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that.
Enjoy yourself.
Cause I went through hardest, bro, and I was feeling good about myself, but I fucked my wrists up because nigga, it's all this like
That fat dude, that fat baseball nigga gonna be just breathing fire the whole time. The nigga just ain't gonna stop. Nigga just gonna run through the whole building.
Yeah, bro. Like
stage.
Man. And then my man that be doing them belly flops and shit.
Right.
One
that nigga be rolling and shit.
The roller and the belly flop.
Right. This nigga do all the fat man moves and shit.
He's a bro.
Yo, I hated that, bro.
Any of the fat dudes on the game, I hate, bro.
I hated them. What was them enemies that do the telekinesis with them lead pipes and shit?
Who? Oh, I was about to say who? Donovan. You hate Donovan?
What Wise Signal? All them motherfuckers.
Oh, Donovan. Wise Signal. Philly.
Yeah, I'll see ya.
They had y'all saw Suge Knight on there. Suge came out on the elevator board like, hey, what you
with the strap
talking about?
With the strap. Hey, the elevator level. As usual, if you a Streets of Rage vet, you will love the elevator levels on here, dog. Or like the I don't know, the lowering.
One of them
lower or whatever. Like them shits, dog. That game is fire, bro.
Where did Fan go? Oh, your video. All right, you still here? It's cool.
Y'all can hear me.
Yeah, we get you.
I can't stress enough, man. Like, play that game. If you have Game Pass, there's no reason you shouldn't just.
Why you shouldn't play it? Yeah, go ahead and knock that out.
Just play it, bro. It's an amazing game. I hope they come out with another one because I was one of them people. Like, I love like the side scroller beat 'em ups and shit from back in the day. I didn't know if somebody could bring it back and still make it like fresh, like the shit that they put in. Gameplay mechanics.
That's what
I wasn't worried about this one though. I wasn't worried about Streets of Rage 4 like being fun.
I ain't gonna lie. I was like, I don't know how this is gonna be like with a new developer and shit, but
yeah, like
for some reason,
long
it was like for some reason it seemed like that ain't nothing get lost in translation. It was like
at all
because I know like Krack specific, like I know we all kind of talked about it, but it's like a cult following for Streets of Rage and shit. Like for a certain segment of people, they really was on some like, yo, they need to make that shit. That's why they even rebooted it. So it's like, I guess I was gonna ask y'all like, what because I can't really put my finger on what makes it like feel different than the other beat 'em ups that I didn't play recently. Like I can't even think of like a super recent one.
Ain't
nothing been recent. I'm waiting on Battletoads to come out.
Last thing I can think of, and I just seen like a story today for it, was Scott Pilgrim, which it looks like is coming back to Xbox and the PlayStation stores. That was a pretty fun.
I do remember that. I played that.
Awesome movie as well.
And then,
you said what?
Awesome movie as well.
Oh yeah, the movie was dope. I ain't watched it in a while though.
I love Scott Pilgrim.
It's on Netflix. Fire, bro.
I know.
It's on Netflix right now. Yeah, I'm gonna go check. I'm gonna have to go watch.
Scott Pilgrim is a fire.
Scott Pilgrim was great, bro.
I fucking love that movie.
Great.
And then the art style on Streets of Rage, that was another like highlight for me.
Yeah, bro. Like, and I was kind of shaky on that shit at first. Like, I don't know what I was expecting, like Streets of Rage 4 to look like initially. But I was kind of like, I don't know. Like when I first saw it, I was just like,
it just looked like a cheap like animation style. But it looked, but when you actually
refined it too,
got
a lot more nuance to it than what it initially looked like.
Yeah, I
Like
think it's actually perfect. Like,
Yeah, it's not. I don't
that's
have
the
any.
direction that they
issues.
going. Like, if they have a next one, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't change it. Like,
I don't know. I kind of like it. For me, I feel like I like it, but I also would have liked it to look a little more like grittier. Like not necessarily like with the drawing style or nothing, but just like the coloring and shit. Because I don't know. That's just me personally, but
I like.
it definitely looks like it's a good looking game for sure.
I feel like the older ones had that look to it, and these new ones had like more color and pop to it. So I kind of did like the kind of brighter aspects of it. So that's what I'm saying. Like I was I was caught off guard by how much I like this game. Like I wasn't expecting it to be. This is like one of my favorite games that I've played recently. Like this is something like I'll be like, yo, I played this shit like back to back. Like I haven't. I don't care. Like
Yeah, we heard the story.
it's a short campaign. It's a short campaign, but I just wanted to keep playing. Like it was just it's fun, bro. Like I don't know what's the developer. I don't know off the top, but they did a great job. You know what I'm saying?
Find out who it
And
is.
I think it was worth the wait. You know, we have been asking for it, like fans said, for forever. So, you know, shout out to them.
Good job, Streets of Rage 4.
Yeah, I don't. I
Dot
didn't mean
this could be .mu or it could be
dot
.emu
.emu.
or it could be .emu.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Which
Yeah,
is
shout
it?
out to them. I think it's
Yeah.
.emu.
Shouts to them, man. They French, so it could be .mu.
And yo, shout out to the soundtrack, man. That soundtrack's fire.
Soundtrack was good. Yeah, I like how you can
Fire.
switch to the classic one too. That was
I didn't
dope
even know you
too.
could do that.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
go
I
to the
didn't
options and
either.
switch to the classic one if you want.
Shit, playing with the skins is cool too, and like they got all they moves and
Yeah,
dog. Like this
really
this
good game, man.
Yeah, this game is.
Definitely
I
crack,
can't
definitely
stress it
cracked
enough.
into the nostalgia.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Big Neff was in here. He had told us what he was playing. He said he was playing 2K, Sonic Generations, and all the Zelda games. And he got Game Pass. And he just ain't really tapped into much.
Man, look.
What he doing?
Doom
What
is
he
about to
doing
be
over there?
leaving the service soon. I just want to tell anybody who hasn't played Doom 2016, yo, play it.
Play it.
Yeah, if you got Game Pass, play it.
It's on there
Before it
still.
leaves.
Come on, bro.
I'm not. Now you got me second guessing myself, but if it hasn't left as of this recording, man, play it or just copy it. I mean, it's like $10. Like last time I checked. So you got $10, put it down on that shit. Doom is fire. Doom is very fire.
Putting $10 down on nothing, buddy.
All right, okay. Hey, just disregard my
right.
picks. Hey,
Tell me where to spend my money.
yo, Final Fantasy VII Remake, man. We haven't talked about it. I'm not gonna...
Right. That's right. Right.
Just spare Finn, because you know he's not privy to things.
No, I'm actually gonna make you a deal because I need some water. So I'm about to get some water. However long that take, y'all can talk about whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I am gonna drink that coffee.
Fantasy.
Grab my
When I
coffee.
come back,
All right,
when I come back, what?
all right. We on the timer. We on the.
You come back.
Timer.
Don't come back in the middle of me spoiling the game.
Fuck that.
Well, I mean, I guess I
Fuck
can.
that. I don't like people playing on my phone.
I guess I can start off by just saying, without getting into any spoilers,
Is it a 10 out of 10?
not a 10 out of 10, but it's very, very close.
Oh my god.
very, very close for me.
You said it's not a 10 out of 10?
It's not. I wouldn't say it's perfect game, bro. I don't know, bro. It's close. I don't know. I can't give it a 10 out of 10, bro.
If you ain't saying it's a 10 out of 10.
What? How it make you worried? A 9 out of 10 is still a great, like, that is great.
Oh, it's a 9 out of 10? It ain't even a 9.5?
I don't do points.
Shit, bro. Hold up.
Right.
You got me worried now.
Can't play only 10s over here. Only games I'm playing is 10s. Nah, bro. Cause there was just a couple of things like I just had problems with. But
what are
all right,
they,
listen.
like,
Okay.
Without getting into spoilers.
Yeah, like without no spoilers at all. Okay. The issues that I had were kind of minuscule, and I guess I'm trying to be objective. Like if I'm just being like just basing it off of my fandom for Final Fantasy VII and what they did with this game, it's a 10. It's absolutely a 10. But if I like remove myself kind of like from that fandom, that Final Fantasy VII fandom, like I can nitpick at certain things because to me, the nostalgia and eventually like, you know what I'm saying, with the story and how they filled in gaps and everything, they did a superb job. Like that's the best way that I could explain it. Like the fleshing out of the characters was like really what I wanted. And I loved all the characters even more than I did like going into it. Like just getting to be around the characters, seeing like how they interacted with one another. The story is, man, like it's a classic Final Fantasy VII experience, or classic Final Fantasy experience. Like it's back to that. Like it's back to like, you know, back in the day where we be geeked up. Final Fantasy VIII about to drop. Final Fantasy IX about to drop. Final Fantasy X about to drop. Like that's because of the quality or whatever. And I know you wasn't a big fan of 9 like that, but still, like these were like high quality RPGs for the most part. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like people enjoy them.
Yeah.
In a way, like even we skip it on 11, but 12, like there's people who have like great affinity for like Final Fantasy 12. They love it. So when 13 came out and they kind of started losing their way, and it took like the Versus series got all fucked up and everything. Final Fantasy took a dip in quality. Even with Final Fantasy 15, while I thought gameplay wise was actually pretty good, the story was weird.
You played 13?
I didn't play 13. I skipped 13 completely. But
what we talking about here?
Oh, I was just talking about Final Fantasy VII Remake, kind of getting Final Fantasy back to like the quality that was associated with the Final Fantasy name. Like I was saying with Fan back in the day when 8 was about to drop, when 9 was about to drop, like people was anticipating like 10. I skipping 11, but 12. People were anticipating 13, and I ain't play it because from everything I heard, it just wasn't the game that I wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't the game.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
I was
great,
gonna spend no money on.
Yeah, it wasn't great, but I wasn't upset that I played it. But I wasn't like, this is complete garbage. Like it wasn't that for me. But
so
it's not anything that nothing captivated me about it.
And I think at the time, I kind of looked at it like Kingdom Hearts had been out, I think. So it was like, why weren't you going to it? I thought combat like that should have already been making its way into Final Fantasy, into the series. Like this version of the ATB system, which is kind of like a mixture of like the Gambit system from like 12 and just like your normal kind of like action RPG Kingdom Hearts elements.
So that's what it's really about.
Bro, like the battle system in itself to me was like amazing. Like just the strategy that you need, because you can't just keep one player. Like it's a game of switching.
Can't do it.
You have to strategize. Opponents, there's different things that you have to do to stagger opponents, which leaves them open to bigger attacks. The materia system still fire. Like it's still fire. Like the way that they implemented it, it was like I couldn't have imagined how they was gonna do it, but when I was playing, I was like, yo, this shit is perfect.
Yo, and picking who, I spent a lot of time picking who gets what. Like, who am I gonna give, this material to? Like, who do I want coming out the gate? Like what they had the material that speeds up your ATB. It's like, all right, who do I want? Because every match I don't want Cloud with that coming out the gate.
All right, I'll be right back.
I mean, I don't want him coming out the gate being the dominant person. I might want it to be Barrett this time, depending on who we fighting. So yeah, strategizing the material and strategy period was huge in the game.
I like just being able to, bro, you could basically class your characters. Like you could make, like, if you wanted Cloud to be your mage and you wanted Aerith to be like your physical, like you could make
do that.
Yeah, like you could set that up. And I thought that was like just like the illest shit to me. Like, because I'm like, yo, this game originally, and I was telling Finn, I was saying, like, for me, it's a 10 out of 10. Like, if I'm just like being Final Fantasy stan, there's nothing like more I could have like asked for, like other than probably like just more game, like just like I just want to play the entire
that's all
game.
everybody wanted, and that lead me to the point that I just wholeheartedly believe that this was just a big demo for what they're gonna give us in this next installment. All right, so you got the characters. It's almost like, all right, you got the characters here. Learn the materia system. Learn how the summons and stuff work. Here's a bit of the story. The music is there, right? For like a lot of places. Like you came across the Golden Saucer music. You come across it's like this is setting the tone. Like once we open up this world on PS5 or Xbox Series X, like we about to give you something like amazing after this. Like I think they're gonna give us something.
I'm not sure.
Something crazy.
Because I think they were interviewing one of the producers. I think it's Yoshinori Katase.
I think I read that.
But he was saying like they were planning on trying to do like smaller chunks of the game so they could get the games out quicker, which makes me believe usually you looking at 2-year development cycles, like best case scenario with a AAA title.
Oh, I don't think they're giving us the whole game next installment.
No, I think I think there might be about 5 of these.
Yeah,
it might be like 5 or 6. So
I think this next one might go halfway through this one.
Yeah, I'm interested to see just like what point that they stop at next. Like, I mean, since Finn gone, like, look, we can skip to the end and shit.
Yeah.
Obviously, Zach is around somewhere. Because of.
Is it obvious or is this?
Yeah, they said
it's the losers.
No,
he said it for sure. The developer said it for sure.
Bro, look. All right. I told you.
Because that was a moment where I'm like, hey, I was sitting there watching it. I'm like,
he survived.
What's this about?
What he was
survived the attack. Yeah.
What he was supposed to die from. We don't know what timeline this is on, but they're clearly setting up something where there is. All right. Here's Finn.
Hey, you're back. Hey.
All right. Hey,
So we
step
won't
off a
say
mic
that.
real quick because I gotta finish this thought. It's an important thought that'll spoil some shit. Go away.
Your South Beach headset.
But the way they're setting it up is that there's gonna be there's something going on with parallel timelines and or time travel. There is something going on with Aerith.
Because
Like
she
I
know
said,
everything.
I want to play it again just to get the extra context because I wasn't really privy to like what the Whisperers were really doing like the entire time. They're trying to keep a timeline, you know what I'm saying, intact.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why even when, you know what I'm saying, and yo, I'm gonna keep saying spoiler, but even when Barrett gets stabbed in the chest,
Yeah, I'm like,
nah.
whoa.
Like, nah,
Like,
it's not
whoa,
going down like
what's
that.
going
That's
on?
not how it went down in the first game. So, bro, like I'm so excited.
I'm
Like,
not mad at that component, bro.
that, and I'm gonna just be real. I'm a sucker for like time travel and parallel universe shit. Those are like some of my like favorite storylines, favorite
Danny
episodes
Myers,
and
you
shit.
know?
Don't ever bring that nigga up on
Danny Myers. You know, do you believe in a parallel universe? I do.
Oh man, news just came out like recently. They said like there's evidence that there's a parallel universe where time is moving backwards.
I saw it.
Yeah.
I saw
Yeah,
it.
we in strange times, man.
I always believed in like parallel universes, bro. So I just be wondering what I'm doing in the other one.
Dog, like
You doing over there? How you living?
Yeah, I'm not gonna go into the it's I've done a lot of reading about that shit, but like I said, I love that type of shit. Like I love like just like theoretically like the idea that, you know what I'm saying, like there might be another version of you somewhere, you know what I'm saying, or multiple versions of you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I I think people were split on the ending. I understand, like, because I was confused. Like I think I text you afterwards, like I ain't like this shit. I started
Yeah, you
looking
said
at
like the ending, and I'm like, man,
I
liked it.
started
I clapped after it. Stood up. Said this. I'm ready for more. Man.
When I started doing like the research, and then there were things that I missed because I'm like, yo, why is they giving us Sephiroth so early? Like I'm getting pissed off. Like I'm like,
But they ain't give us him. You know what I'm saying?
They kind of like look like even that end
scene
scene when they was like face to face, that shit looked just like the shit
at
the end. Not even that. Even though like they had like mad Advent children type shit like in it too. But when they was like at the edge of like the universe and shit, like that shit looked just like when they was at North Cave and they was about to face off and shit. So I'm like they giving us all these fucking moments and shit. Like I'm getting pissed off. I'm like, God damn it, dog. Like what they gonna do for the next game and shit like that. I should have just been enjoying the shit and just kind of like looking to see what they was doing because, like I said, once I did a little research and then I was like, oh, I didn't catch on to that. Oh, I didn't catch on to that because I'm like, I got hooked into the remake aspect where I'm like, yo, why is they changing up? Like, what is this? What is that? You know what I'm saying? I was very disappointed.
Should have just been enjoying. Been enjoying it like me. I was
last
having a
hour,
good time.
like, but that last hour, and you know, people got their thoughts on it. Like, I feel like there could have been a better way to get that shit across. Like, just towards the end, like for like older, because I wasn't the only one that felt like that. Like that's it was.
Hey, I still got y'all muted, but hurry up.
We about to wrap this up. We gonna wrap it up.
But yeah, bro. Like I just I want to play it again, and I can't wait to play it on hard mode.
I'm playing it again on hard for sure.
Yeah, like that combat, I was really starting to get in my bag, like
Cause it's
especially
trophies,
towards,
and shit I want.
For the last third of the game. Once you start getting some of the material up, bro, them battles, that fucking battle in the Shinra building with that fucking the big shit when you with Aerith
was wild.
Oh my god, that shit was fire. These boss battles
bro.
are some of the most fire boss battles like
wow, bro.
I played in a while.
Hell House was I hated Hell House.
It was back to dog. Hell House.
I hated Hell House, bro.
Fucking ridiculous, dog.
I'm like, yo, how many times you gonna go into God mode? It's like every single time you going into God mode, like bro.
Some of these battles, dog, they was just I love that battle though. That battle with and Aerith, dog, like fam, playing with her. I slept on it for like the first like maybe like 2 hours because I'm used to like I ain't really had Aerith in my party back in the day and shit. Like I ain't
back in the day.
Her temp is shit.
Yeah.
And once you start leveling up her shit, her magic, crazy.
And you give her an MP up and a magic up, material, she's going crazy, bro.
Beast, dog. Like,
be getting
and that's the thing. Like, every character has like a specific feel to them, and they're enjoyable to play. Like,
I love Tifa, bro. Just in there, just combos. Like I'm just in this mug doing all type of combos.
Don't do the what is it? Unbridled strength, nigga.
Yes,
like
just get the going crazy.
Hit her with a cheat trap, nigga. Like dog, like
yeah.
I'm telling you.
I love the game, bro.
Bro, like it was amazing, man. Like the combat, even with Barrett, like it be small shit like. All right, Barrett is fire with the guns and shit. But if you put the melee on him, dog, like he
cold,
sick,
bro.
Dog. Like you can't, bro. And it's just that they wanted to offer, you know, that level of customization. Like I can really respect that shit, and I hope. That's why I'm hopeful for the future. And we gonna stop talking spoilers. We gonna let Finn, you know, come back in here and shit.
Come on back, Finn. Come on back.
But yeah, man.
Great game, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna play it on hard once I'm done with some other stuff. I'll get back to it. But it was
very, very
the graphics at the ending were very, very good. And if that is going to be what we're gonna be seeing next, I can't wait.
I'm hoping we get one of them on Unreal 5.
I can't wait.
We can
I can't wait, bro.
Good transition.
Good to hear. It's in development, man. You could give me just I just want more. I'm just ready for more for it. Like I can't wait. It was good all the way around. I ain't upset about.
It was worth the wait. I think that's
definitely
the best thing that I could say about it. Like I wasn't disappointed at all, and to be waiting that long for that game specifically, which
it's what Kingdom Hearts 3 should have gave me, that it didn't.
Haven't even played.
You know what I'm saying? That's it gave me what Kingdom Hearts 3 should have gave me, man. Like I was really locked into that game. I enjoyed it. Like I was cranking out the episodes like clockwork.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. I'm telling you,
it was good.
Amazing game, man. Shout out. I might copy it on Xbox on some honey shit. Like when it drop again. Like, I don't.
Possibly might feel like playing it again or something.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Do y'all feel like, without spoiling it, well, story-wise, that's not really what I'm really talking about. Do y'all think that they set up a good starting point for whenever they decide to do the next part of the game?
Yeah.
Like if you...
Well, you know where it end at.
I just mean, like, is it going to be shit where you feel like it's going to transfer over into your next, like, section?
All right. So here's the thing with that, bro. So you get, you know how like, we'll just take for this example, like the fire material. You know, you got fire raga, and all that type of stuff. You get that stuff in this game. So the only way I could see it making real sense, like if your character transfers over, is kind of if they do like some like level scaling type of thing. Cause it's like, yo, the stuff that the material, some of the material that you get like on like this too, you know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah, you already
this
basically
3 or
have,
anything.
like,
Yeah, you have
like,
it right
leveled
now.
up material. So,
So
why you looking like Fire Marshal Bill?
So it's like, that's what I was, so that's kind of like what I was wondering. So somebody who's gonna skip this game and just go to a new character, or like just a new starting point on the second installment,
Can you do that?
are they gonna have
Like you can start
all the
midway.
leveled up material?
Right. That's I guess
You know
that's what I'm saying. Like,
so I don't know, unless they plan on.
I
don't
feel
know.
like there's gonna be a way for these motherfuckers to do it. Like,
They'll figure it out.
yeah, like I don't think that's gonna be a tough thing for them to
because
do.
I feel like for me, I would hate for me to play this shit and then I'd be like, man, I can't wait till they come out with part 2, and then they don't come out with no part 2.
Nah. It's coming. It's coming for sure. It's already ready. The response they got back to this. Yeah, the response they got on this, and people are waiting. People waiting already. That's everybody that I saw beat the game, and like people on Reddit, they like, all right, we ready. We ready for part 2. We here. We here when y'all here.
Yeah, they definitely gonna.
People had their little gripes, but nothing like
bullshit.
Yeah.
For the series just to like end.
So
yeah, based on the combat, like
I guess everything will just pick
based
up.
on the gameplay mechanics, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't see, like, even if like people go away about the story or whatever, I could compare it to this. Like people will still play it. Like it's like Game of Thrones. Like people was disappointed with the last season, right? But people was watching that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it was still popular. If they could drop the ball for the next game, I think you're gonna get this entire series of games. And even then, like,
I don't see how you
this
can
was
drop
a
the
full
ball.
experience, like by itself. Like
Yeah.
if they stopped and was like, all right, that's the end of that, that could be fine. If I had no knowledge of like Final Fantasy VII, like stretching to the lengths that it does and going to the places that you go to, that would be fine because they wrapped it up in a way where you'd be like, all right, cool. You might have questions and shit, but that happens. But yeah, I don't think that's gonna be an issue. I don't think that's gonna be an issue at all, really.
It's gonna be
Right.
the mini games was fun.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I got caught up playing darts for quite a long time.
I'm not gonna get to play it until 2021. So
hey man, you never know, bro.
That's a better year.
They might start sending out PS4s as stimmies.
Are you sure?
For gamers, they might send the game as stimmy.
Are you sure, Krack Diesel?
What, 2021 will be better than 2020? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm completely sure.
I know. Hey, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. 2021.
Hey man, we just gonna be
better.
We just gonna be used to the new way of living, bro. We gonna have
don't talk that way.
And clothes,
don't talk that way.
Where murder hornets can't sting us. So we'll be all right.
Too much.
We'll be all right.
Fucking May.
We'll be all right, man.
We ain't even close out this bitch yet.
Hey, bro. I'm just
even halfway out this bitch yet.
Just coasting through.
Murder hornets. Like, what type of shit is that?
I keep telling everybody, like, hey man, just chill and kick back and just go for the ride, bro. Like everybody keep trying to like plan life for the fall. It's like, hey, if this has taught you anything so far, don't plan life for this year.
If this has taught you anything thus far, it is to listen to Games on Krack.
You still ain't learned?
Motherfuckers.
Games on Krack.
Motherfucker.
Know what it is?
Hey, y'all know about that white lady that be calling people motherfuckers in
No.
Walmarts? Like she local. Look it up. Look it up. She
I've
she gonna be
never
on the
heard of that.
soundboard next week. She'll be on the soundboard next week. Yo,
That is some bizarre shit.
motherfucker.
Yeah, I want to
Hey.
do that.
Since we was talking about Final Fantasy VII Remake, which was done on Unreal Engine 4, Unreal Engine 5 debuted. What last
Yes,
week.
it did.
What do you guys thoughts? Looking pretty fire.
I mean, it was dope, but I mean, people was going nuts. But it was dope. But
oh, you know why they were going?
People was.
I mean,
it was a lot of this.
We
a lot of
that.
that.
People were going nuts because the
It was a lot of
fanboys,
that, man.
the fanboys thought it was exclusive.
It was a lot of that, bro.
Thought it was PlayStation exclusive.
Man.
Thought, hey, putting Series X to shame, boy. You see what PlayStation 5 got?
If y'all see this, then y'all know what Series X about to be about.
It's gonna look like that, but better.
Yeah, y'all know what it's gonna be about, man.
I mean, I guess my whole shit was like, it looked cool, but I feel like it's not really adding nothing to the gameplay to me. Like,
it's not a real game though. Like, it's not something that was designed to have like mechanics as much as like showing off.
I get that, but usually a tech demo is like doing something that you haven't seen done
Final
before.
Fantasy tech demo didn't
tech
do
demos.
anything.
I'm saying when you talking about a tech demo for an engine,
I'm saying like tech demos, like period, like are rarely what they are when they come out. They're tech demos are used to just like show off certain things that whoever created the content wants you to see and wants you to get geeked up for. Like, it's not.
I get that part, but that's what I'm kind of
like the Killzone or like Watch Dogs. This is an engine. This is how it's supposed to look.
This is all I'm trying to say, because I get that part, but it come like for me, and this ain't to take away from like it looks very good, but I guess how is that supposed to help me decide if I want to buy PlayStation 5? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like at this point, like if they about to drop this holiday, then it's kind of like I just don't understand why they haven't shown more material as far as like just.
Oh, you mean PlayStation 5 specifically? Because this was an epic presentation, like that.
Okay. I thought it was like brought to you by Sony, because I thought that was
it was running on the PS5.
Well, that's what I mean. Like
I'm saying that was my first point. This engine is going to be available on both systems. So when they were debuting it, they were just saying like this is running on a PS5 right now. But it wasn't PlayStation 5, because PlayStation 5 can't just be like, hey, we have this engine. Like, no. Other people are going to have access, whether it's PC, Microsoft, whoever. Like, it's going to be an engine that game developers can use. So that's why I'm saying, like, that presentation was, or what it appeared to be, was PlayStation or Sony paying money to Tim Sweeney and Epic to do a demo and attach their name to it first, so you would have this reaction that was prevalent online of, you know what I'm saying, people taking that information and running with it. Because I feel like PlayStation 5 has done a bad job in messaging, which has just, you know what I'm saying, like this is the problem, I guess, when you do have a level of fandom which doesn't really stretch beyond brand loyalty, because I feel like Sony has done a horrible job like revealing anything.
That was kind of what I guess that was kind of my point. It was kind of like, all right, they putting their name on it as like, all right, this is a PlayStation thing, but it's kind of like you're not. I feel like
But
they
it's
not
not.
showing
That's
us
what I'm
anything
saying.
that's
Like,
like of substance. Like I feel like any other tech demo, they usually show it in the context of like, all right, this is gonna be what you do in a game, where like it's not a game necessarily. But most tech demos that I've seen premiering like an Unreal Engine or something like that, it usually be like a game, like an instance of gameplay. Like the one that I remember, like, and I might be on some bullshit, but the one that I remember is seeing, I think it was Unreal Engine 4, and it was like a, a fucking one of them knights from the nether realm type shit, like Diablo or something. And it was showing like how with the particle effects, it'll enhance like the part like it was just little shit where it was like, okay, different mapping for it enhances gameplay in this way. You
but
know
I
what I'm
think
saying?
that was for that specific game. Like, this wasn't like a real game. This will never.
That's what I mean. That wasn't the actual game. I'm saying it looked like Diablo 4 or some shit, but it wasn't actually Diablo 4. It was just a tech demo. And I feel like
So I'm
usually
saying what, because I guess the perspective I'm looking at it is from the perspective of the engine itself against what Sony has done. I feel like, speaking on the engine, like, to me, I I'm not as impressed about graphics as I am about what that means for, like, how AI reacts to you, or how ray tracing can actually give smoke, like a real place in the game where maybe you're actually inhibited by weather effects and shit like that.
right, I want to see that actual I want to see those implications of the gameplay that results from it being this many triangles in a specific uh uh in a specific scene, or the light reacting
And they
in
show a
dynamic
little
real
bit,
time and
but
shit.
I don't. I guess I don't. I don't really care about tech demos like that, because I feel like the developers are going to figure out a way to, you know what I'm saying? Like, they've been uh, Epic has been making, you know what I'm saying, good game engines, like game engines that, you know what I'm saying, people prefer to work with, from, you know what I'm saying, everything that I've seen. So I got faith that they'll have another engine that does what it needs to do. Like, I want to see the games. Like, I don't care about tech demos like that. I understand the purpose that they serve for, you know what I'm saying, the consumers. But usually, like, it's not telling me I gotta play the game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to play the game and then actually experience it. Like, at this point in time, because we've been through the eras where, and I'm gonna talk about this later, but we've been through the era where they give us a CG trailer, um, and try to get across like what the game entails, or these long trailers and shit like that, like all this pomp and circumstance and shit. I'm over all of that. Um, we gonna talk about we probably not gonna get to it, but Paper Mario, the Origami King, was announced last week. Bro, like, that game is coming out, I think, in the next month or two. I don't need to see shit else. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain things that I need from these developers, and really, I need to see the actual gameplay right before it comes out, and I'll know what I need to do. I don't need to get hit over the head with trailer after trailer, or you explaining, like, because this is all just technical shit. Like, I don't have a deep understanding for it. I feel like they do that to finesse people anyway, because it makes you feel like, oh, big words. I don't know what the fuck this is. They never said that for the last generation. Like, it'd be like buzzwords. It's like a bunch of buzzwords. So
That's what I guess that's kind of what I was saying. I didn't understand what I like.
the hoopla was for nothing. The hoopla was for
Yeah,
nothing.
that's kind of my whole thing. Like, I didn't understand why it was such a big deal for, even if it was a PlayStation exclusive thing. It's like you're not really showing, like, we not seeing this in the context of like anything running and doing it, like while you doing anything. So I can't really, you know what I'm saying? We just seen that a lot of different times.
I was just saying, I understood the move done by Sony. Like, I understand the thinking behind it, because it got the outcome that they wanted, because people was really like, they weren't willing to hear that this wasn't going to be just for PlayStation 5. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean,
Like,
did it like I'm saying, did it do what it was supposed to do? Because I don't think anybody really talking about it no more. Like, it seemed like it just kind of came and went.
people are people aren't talking about it anymore, because it's been specified that this engine is going to be on multiple systems. So it's nothing that
Right, so they
you can.
fried themselves again, because
Yeah, that's what I'm
now
saying. Like,
it
and
just look like they just was purposing some shit where it's like, nigga, you trying to flex on Xbox, and they gonna be able to run that shit more than likely,
yeah,
unless. And then all of the even when they had like Tim Sweeney talking about the system, like the PS5, he was comparing it to the PS4 the whole time. Like he
he wasn't saying nothing about Series X.
so that's kind of what I'm saying. I feel like if anything, it just I like, you know how I feel about Sony. Like, I feel like they kind of just out of touch with what like they consumer want, as far as like they got a
But
good
they
sense of
not like
what
that's
games, like it's a difference between having a sense of like what games are like good versus what are the things that are like it's two separate things to be able to recognize good game development and to like actually recognize game development in service of the consumer, if that makes sense. Like,
no. I mean, that's kind of leading me to a point that I had in my notes, but um, you know, the way people found out, well, one of the ways people found out that this wasn't going to be a console exclusive engine, which just sounds, yeah. Okay, that this Unreal Engine was not going to be console exclusive is because Microsoft's game studio, NXIL, has an RPG that they're developing on that engine. And this will be a AAA RPG coming out for the Xbox, was like great news to me. I think that PS5 and well, Sony just in general are in danger, and I continue to say this, of making the PS3 mistake and feeling that because they sold 100 mil and they've been on top and they have great exclusives. It's undeniable things. But when it comes to pushing the boundaries of gaming and thinking about ways to improve gaming for consumers, make it more convenient, make it consumer first, Microsoft has been shitting on Sony for years now. Like, for years. Whether it was their just outright refusal to do crossplay at first, until they were basically, they had their hands forced. If you look at them even being a bit late to the party to this streaming thing and needing Microsoft's help. And people aren't I don't know why people don't mention these things, but these are all facts. Microsoft Game Pass has changed gaming. That's a fact. That is a fact. There's been no more efficient way to get games and at this quality for that lower price. We talking about system exclusives. We talking about Halo Infinite will be on Game Pass day one. So if you're paying, in my case, $15 for Xbox Live Gold and the Game Pass, it's $15 a month. So when these exclusives do drop, and Microsoft is not going to make the same mistake that they did this current generation and not having exclusives. I really believe that is not going to happen. So if you look at the amenities that a system has, I think people are downplaying the power because the power isn't on Sony's side right now. But if there are ways that Microsoft, the tech giant, learns how to get the most of their system, like I don't think they've even got the most out of this the Xbox One X yet. That's the thing. Like I don't think they've squeezed out the potential of that. If they get to a point in time, even I can't forget about smart delivery either. Like the fact that if I buy this game, and of course it's up to the developers, but if I buy this game on the Xbox One and it's available on the Series X, I don't have to pay again. And I will get all types of upgrades in frame rate, resolution, whatever. There's going to be a discernible difference, and I won't have to pay that money again. Those are things.
Shout out to them.
Those are things that you implement knowing that maybe you're going to lose a little bit of money up front, but the mind share and the good faith that you're going to get from people, all Xbox needs are bangers to come out. And they will have bangers. Like I have no doubt in my mind that they will be dropping bangers. They've copped too many studios, too many high quality studios. And we ain't even talking about the initiative, which I don't know what they're working on. I talk about them all the time. When we find out what the initiative is working on, I think it's going to be a really, really big deal. And I feel like this is not Phil Spencer is not whoever that guy was at the beginning of this generation talking about Xbox One was going to be the new water cooler and shit. Like, nah. Like, Phil is a different type of dude. Just based on the things that he's been doing. He's like setting them up. My man's Mark Cerny, that PS5 game developers conference presentation was ass. Everybody keep talking about the solid state drive, how it's better than any high-end PC like right now. You notice they are still not saying better than Xbox Series X. They trying to flip like the clock speed and all this other technical shit. I don't think it's going to be a big gap in how these games look, but I do feel like Microsoft is going to be able to finesse the power that they have better than Sony and in ways that are more impressive. But it's going to come down to, with me, I'm looking for games.
Who's got the bangers?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
where the bangers?
I'm gonna have a PS5 eventually, but Series X is getting copped immediately. Like that's who I'm rolling with. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like PS5
What would it take for them to get you to buy PlayStation 5 first?
Give me some fucking information. Like, we still don't know what it costs. We still don't know the backwards compatibility because they said some shit. And these are things like, I don't know why people skip over these things. They said it was gonna be like the top 100 games of the PS4 era. I don't even know what the fuck that means.
I don't either.
But then they switch it up. Oh, you be able to play all types of, like, no. Like, it sounds like y'all don't know what the fuck y'all doing. Like, we don't know the price. We don't know about that. We don't know, bro. We really don't know when it's dropping.
Had to get dinner together.
Oh, look at you, Chef Boyardee.
Hey.
We talking
what?
PS5 Series X. But
you cut up the fries. What you talking about? You cut them up.
Eat some fries, motherfucker. Right,
Dog, I'm cooking the burgers.
Give me my burger, bro.
Hey, hey man.
Come over here.
Cut them fucking fries up.
Fries. Don't come over here talking burgers and fries, bro. You're in the danger zone when you talk about that shit around me. But look, no, like, people going off on like the solid state drive. Like, come on, man. Like, that's over Series X. Like, these people have told you literally nothing about the PS5. They showed you that Godfall game, and that's gonna be on Series X as well.
Did y'all say how trash that presentation was?
Yeah, the GDC shit was ass. A bunch of jargon that nobody give a fuck about. Nobody cares. Sony has been fucking up, and as much as like the fanboys want to hold up like these like imaginary things, this is not going to repeat itself. Like, this generation will not repeat itself. I can guarantee you that. It's already setting up like it. Microsoft has looked way better. The one misstep that I think they've had was this last reveal with their games or whatever. When they said they was gonna be showing off gameplay, they just showed like basically a bunch of trailers and shit. Which, if they hadn't not said anything about it being gameplay, which would have been fine. That shit would have been fine.
I ain't like that shit.
But yeah, that
I ain't like that shit. That was a terrible presentation too, bro. Like, I ain't see the PlayStation presentation. I kind of forgot to watch it, but I know I actually sat there and watched the live shit when the shit actually happened, and I was very disappointed.
Yeah,
especially in Assassin's Creed, because like, when I don't know when Ubisoft is gonna learn. It's like, you can't just keep on dropping.
Your mic going out.
I said hello. I said, I don't know when they gonna learn, because they keep on dropping these damn trailers where it don't be real gameplay. Like, they don't understand. Niggas want to see what the game look like.
I'm not like super, like, I'm not crazy excited about this new Assassin's Creed. It look the same as Odyssey, in my opinion. Like, I ain't like, I'm gonna play it.
I mean, I don't even. That's the thing. I don't even get it. Like, that's not the reason why I'm even looking into it for real. It's really just to see, because I know a lot of the time Assassin's Creed use like they push the envelope technology wise on how they like build their environments and all that type of shit. So I'll be interested to see. Yeah. And then, like I said, the Xbox presentation, and it was a bunch of scary ass shit. I don't know why it was so much
that
like.
Shit was disgusting, bro. That shit made
not
me
even
feel
just
like I
that
was
shit. It was one that I was, but I actually think I threw up at the end of that shit. But later into the presentation, it was some other shit where it was like this dude that was just killing people and shit. And I could like. I don't remember, but it was a few games where I was like, bro, that shit kind of disturbing. Like, I ain't trying to see that shit right now, nigga. I'm trying to eat my dinner and shit.
The only shit, y'all might have lost me. My bad. But yeah, the only shit that I was really impressed by was what was it? The first game. I think it was like Bright Memory something. That shit look crazy. Like that shit look it looked nuts.
I'm gonna be
Oh,
100. I wasn't impressed by nothing on there.
Oh, you didn't fuck with the first shit? Like when my mans was in the DeLorean and shit? Like that shit look cold, bro.
That was kind of. What up, Amir?
Krack. Your video, not
Yeah.
not
Hey,
your voice.
I'm probably
It
see.
looked like a profile picture.
I'm gonna need
Like a nice, it's all nice, and you know, like our cameras just don't look that quality. It just look like a nice little profile.
no, I'm gonna have to get a solution on the battery or whatever, but yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like it overall. Like, fan, I feel you. It was just I didn't like how it was set up. I didn't like necessarily the games didn't stand out like that to me. Like I said, it was like the first one that stood out, and it was like
No
everything
fucking
else I'm not
gameplay
about
to
fucking
see.
play. Yeah, and like you saying, I don't give a fuck about none of these like cinematic trailers. I really don't. I do not give a fuck. Show me a little bit of gameplay. Tell me that the fucking game is coming out soon, and I'll make a decision. But all that hype beast and shit, like niggas been around too fucking long.
And then they be coming out with the game. Don't even have no movie mode in that bitch.
Facts. Gotta wait for a fucking patch like a month later or some shit.
They treating this shit like movies, bro. That's how this shit kind of getting treated. Like doing all the, you know, cinematic presentations and shit. They treating this shit like feature films.
And then that be, I guess that be
the gameplay.
And that be the thing, like, I don't even, at this point, I don't really be as, like, excited to see the technological advances as much as, like, what the mid-level, like, people gonna do with the shit, because it seemed like they have, like, it don't seem like the AAA games really, like, push gaming forward. Like, it just be on some, like nigga said, it be on some, like, cinematic shit. So it's like, if I just want to see what niggas do where it's like they forced to work with a different set of tools as opposed to just being like, all right, we just gonna make this shit look visually stunning and shit. So,
right. That's what I'm saying. Like these things ain't coming across as much like when we done seen so much development and so much progress with graphical fidelity. Like this shit not gonna really hit like I think the only place left is like photorealism, really. Like, so it's like I don't give a fuck about like all of the extra shit. I just want to play a game that engages me on either a story level or a gameplay level. That's all I've ever wanted. So
that, and I just want that shit to look polished. Like I don't care if the graphics look like me. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care about that much. I just want the game to look polished and be good. Like I don't want that shit to look ass.
And that's the thing. Like I don't even.
It ain't gotta be.
What games come out that look like ass though? Like
crazy shit.
Right? It's like
I haven't seen anything come out recently.
That's what I'm saying.
Ass,
so
you know what I'm saying?
We in an era like right now, like everything gonna look like pretty fucking good. So it's like I'm just tired of like developers just doing this like 3-4 year dance of like showing shit and be like, oh, we're gonna do this and da da da. Like I don't give a fuck. I do not. Like show me what the game does. Tell me that a demo is coming out. Remember those? Drop a fucking demo, let me fucking play it, or let me check a review, and then I'll cop the shit. But
they playing demos.
You're not geeking me up.
They playing them bitches there.
You're not geeking me up continuously showing me like these fucking clips. Like that Assassin's Creed Valhalla shit was like the most boring shit to me. Like it's like every other fucking Assassin's Creed shit where they have like niggas looking brooding, the fucking whatever the shit come out of the fucking wrist.
That's why I wasn't excited. I'm like, all right,
like, bro, like this is look, and
play this
fun.
shit.
And that's the thing. That's the thing. It will be fun when you play
like,
it, but it's like, bro, like I'm not Like, oh my God, look at the fucking Vikings, bro. Like, this shit crazy. It's not popping like that. Especially like if we being honest, like I was turned when we was in Egypt and shit, like we was around Africa and shit. Like even with the Greek shit, like I'm more with that shit than the Viking shit.
Nah,
Give
but
a
it's a
fuck.
lot of people that's been asking for that Viking shit. So it's
Yeah, I
definitely some people that feel like, cause that's how I was when I seen that it was gonna be in Egypt.
Yeah, I
Man,
was turned
if
like
Monster Hunter
hell
ain't come
yeah.
out,
I
nigga,
love that
I
shit.
would have
Yeah.
played the fuck out of
Bro,
that shit.
I was on Origin so hard body, bro. Like I wouldn't get off that game. I love that game. And a lot of it was just like I enjoyed like the atmosphere and the environments and shit like
Right, that's what I was. Whenever I played that shit, I didn't even do missions. I just used to run around through that bitch and just
Look at
randomly
that
just
shit.
murk
bird
niggas,
and shit.
trying to climb up shit.
Hell yeah. Yeah, so that's my thing. So a lot of that shit ain't conveyed in these cinematic trailers and shit like that. Like a lot of like the hooks of this game where you like, yo, sometimes it's just being in the environment and being like, yo, I just want to do some random shit, like some like fire shit.
I'm trying to do some cool shit, bro.
Yeah, so I don't know, bro. I just I think I guess we could wrap it up in a bow like stop uh, game developers, game publishers, whoever. Stop with all the jargon and all that extra shit. Like I'm that might work for like the younger crowd, or people who
For
not
sure
used to that
does.
shit.
Oh, it hands down.
I was about to
But
say, I kind of do be. Sometimes I do be wanting to. Like I said, as long as it serves like somebody explaining to me how it's gonna make the
I'm throwing the
gameplay
ball, bro.
better, then that's why I want to hear about it. I don't want to just somebody just telling me, "Oh yeah, we got this new advancement that we ain't never had happen before. Y'all niggas need to get hip, low key."
And you know, it
Like,
depends on the cinematic trailer that I'm getting to. Cause like if you like when niggas gave me a, you know what, I can't even say that because even then with like the Final Fantasy VII Remake trailer, it gave me gameplay.
yeah, and
So
I
I can't
ain't even.
even I can't even
It's
use
not
that.
like, bro. I
Can't
was
even use
going to
that.
cop that game, bro. Like I was going to cop that game. So if you giving me any gameplay and I can get a feel for like what this shit looking like, bro, like I, that's all I need. That's all I need. Maybe I'm just being basic and shit like that, but it's worked for me with my game collection. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a fire game collection. The average review scores of my games are very high. Okay? So I know some fucking quality, but I don't know, bro. I think we beyond that, bro. Like especially like right now, it's not like niggas is
Just
going
want to
from 8
play
to 16
games.
bit, 16 to
Want to play
32.
games and have fun, bro.
Like fuck up out of here, man. Quit doing all that extra shit. All y'all motherfuckers. And yo, fanboys, understand. Sony ain't got it right now. They don't. They don't.
You can't tell them that, bro.
No.
You can't tell them that.
No.
Like
Microsoft, where's the games?
I don't understand like the way some
wait.
niggas talk. You would just think that
These niggas didn't make games.
that Xbox was just so terrible. Like
I'm telling you.
you would have somebody thinking that if they went and bought an Xbox, that they just bought the worst piece of equipment they've ever purchased in life. And it's like, where are you getting this from? Like, why don't niggas enjoy both? I don't get it. I love both.
And that's what me and Fan was kind of talking about. Like, it was people geeking up like the SSD and the engine
For the PS5.
as if like these things don't exist on the other side. Like you don't have anything that's like over, because if we're talking about people starting from zero into the next generation,
they already act like they won for some reason.
They've set it up in a way where if you really paying attention, there's no way that you could say Sony is doing better than Microsoft right now.
Yeah, at all.
They got it set up in a way in which
Thank you.
Bro, you understand, like, it used to, I think people sleeping on this too. It used to be the barrier of entry for buying a video game console, a $400, $500 console. You would have to think about maybe having to buy another controller. You would have to think about buying some games.
Some games, bro. Like not one.
That's what I'm saying.
You gotta come correct. Some games.
Launch lineup might be what it is. You don't know what it's gonna be. Xbox has set it up where, say this bitch is even like $500.
Mm-hmm.
You still might end up have paid more this generation for a PS4 or an Xbox One initially as an early adopter. If you're talking about buying an extra controller, which costs about $50 to $60,
mm-hmm.
$250 to $60 games. You know what I'm saying? Might have to buy an online service or whatever. Xbox is kind of like remove that. If you got Xbox One controllers, they're gonna work with the Series X. Game Pass makes it so whatever is launching on that day,
bro. That's so great.
you got it.
That's
You
so.
know what I'm saying? So it's already eliminating the amount of money that you having to buy into having a quality system.
Like
I didn't have games. Go ahead.
I didn't have to buy Streets of Rage. It's like it's here. If I just so happen to run out of things to play, it's so much stuff on Game Pass that I can tap in.
It's unbelievable, and
it's like,
and then, that's what I'm saying. The quality of the games will be fire. So you got to think about you even spending less money. Independent, we still don't know what they're setting the price to because Microsoft is waiting for Sony. They're clearly waiting for Sony.
Mm-hmm.
If Microsoft undercut these niggas, do you know how crazy that shit'll look?
It'll be nuts, bro.
Because they're already essentially, they could come out at the same price point. You're gonna have to spend more money with PlayStation. Period.
It'll be like LeBron James, The Decision, bro. Niggas will be, hey, that shit'll be crazy as hell. Niggas should Xbox sit up there like, oh, Sony dropped their price and then get up there like, oh, they're $500. We're gonna be $449.99.
Yeah, let it be $450. Like, let it be $450, and then they like, yo, you get Game Pass as soon as you buy this shit for 3 months free. Because
your dumb ass gonna buy a PlayStation 9.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, so, and we can't even compare services. Like, PlayStation now ain't fucking with Game Pass. It's not even the same
they got Red Dead on there right now.
That's what I'm saying. So we gotta, I guess I asked the informed listeners, you know what I'm saying? I asked the fanboys, like, become informed listeners, because if you really analyze what's going on, you will see that there's one company who really seems like they care about gaming, like just gaming in general, who, yeah, they fucked up this console generation. Why do we forget Xbox 360 was fucking shit up like a whole generation? Like, I don't know why niggas forget that, because there was bangers on the 360 and they basically won up until the end of the generation. So we have to consider that somebody is behind in this race and wants to be number one. Period. There's no debating. So I don't know, man. I just, if you think that Microsoft is somehow behind Sony and setting up for this next generation, I just feel like you're not paying attention. And you're going with brand loyalty before you're going with, like, because if I only gotta pay $450 for a Series X, it's not even a question over a $500 PS5. Not to say that that's happening or that's in stone, but I think that's an easy decision to make, at least for me, because I know the games will be there. I'm very, very confident the games will be there this year. I mean, this next console generation. But it's a popular. It's always a popular debate, and it seems like people wait for things like the smallest things to like hold on to. But what can you do? What can you fucking do? What you think, Finn?
I mean, I'm not really having a whole lot of. I'm kind of just in wait and see mode. Like I said, because with the Xbox shit, I wasn't pleased with that neither. So
No,
I'm
that
definitely
was trash, but that was also, I will say this. Um they did make it a point to say like July was like the big
yeah, but
decision.
I'm getting tired of that too. I don't like when people be like, we got plenty more that we're gonna show you in 3 months. Fuck
No,
that.
that's not what they're
Just
doing. They're
tell
dropping
me,
something
just
every
tell me
month.
then. Just tell me then.
See, I think they're doing the right thing. As far as like with the release of information. If you
Because
dropping
y'all not
something every
doing, y'all
month,
not putting that information out for me. Y'all putting it out for y'all investors and all that shit. Because ain't nobody gonna be okay with niggas being like, oh yeah, we just about to put out a commercial a month before the shit drop. Hopefully niggas cop that shit.
not a
So they gotta
commercial.
put something out.
I'm talking about they're doing a conference every month.
No,
Like with
I'm
video
not saying it's
directions.
a commercial per se. I'm saying I'm just making the like I'm making that's what I feel like they're doing. I feel like all of these things that they're showing at these trade shows and shit, it don't really have no real substance to it. It's just something to show to be like, yo, get excited and give us some money.
Well,
Because y'all not showing us nothing. If y'all was, then you know, I haven't seen shit other than nigga. I just haven't seen nothing. I haven't seen nothing. That, that's what it come down to.
I haven't seen nothing either like that impressed me, but like I don't feel like that's an indictment on like them having quality games. Like I feel like they just had a bad conference. I don't believe that like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't see either one of these consoles not just having good games. Like I'm buying a system
Not gonna happen,
and
bro.
then yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's not like I guess
But
like I'm
how
not
long
looking
is it gonna
for
take for these games to drop and all that type of shit? I guess that's my thing. I get what you're saying. Like I don't disagree. Like I'm just, I'm just kind of I feel like this console generation shouldn't be over just yet. Like I feel like it probably still needs to run like a year or two. And that's the thing. The way that they're making it is like a lot of these things are gonna be scalable to where even if you can't get an Xbox Series X to get like the highest definition experience and all that shit, even if you can't do that, it's like you can play it on Xbox One or and you know that at some point they're gonna be like you're gonna start being able to play Xbox Series X games on the One X like that shit. If it got the if it got the
no
tech specs to match, you know what I'm
no
saying? Because obviously they're gonna make certain games that's gonna just they not gonna be able to run on
they're
like an
not doing
Xbox
that.
One S.
They're not doing that. Um, I think until the second year where they're gonna start splitting exclusives up. Everything I think in that first year will be available on Xbox One and Series X.
I'm saying it's gonna be some point where it's not though.
Yeah, they said they're not splitting it up until I don't know if it was a year or 2 years.
I mean, I feel you, but I'm saying how many games we gonna get in that first year? You get what I'm saying?
I guess like
So what? How many you think gonna come out
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
that
Like what
first one?
I know every time that a console generation start, we usually get less than like 30 games, and a lot of them launch games be ass.
I
So
don't I don't know. I can't really
They be
subscribe to
glorified
that.
tech modes.
I can't subscribe to that, especially because the Series X will have your entire Xbox library built in with the improvement. So even at the worst case scenario, you getting Halo Infinite and whatever big game, and then your library of things that you might have in your backlog, which will all be higher fidelity and better frame rate, all that shit. So that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not looking at this system like there's games this generation I still haven't played. And if this generation is supposed to be over in November, I'm still gonna be trying to play those games.
Yeah, it's
Like,
still a nice little backlog of things.
and like I said, I want Halo Infinite. So like that's one game. Like it don't matter. Like if I got one or two games that are out, like that's enough.
All right,
You know
nigga,
what I'm
you
saying?
say
It's
that
not like
now.
I'm playing. Like I don't get games.
You know I don't give a fuck. Nigga, I'm gonna just play 2K on the shit anyway, so it don't even matter.
Yeah, beat it, man.
Fuck it, man. But yeah, like I don't know if that's. Well, just for me personally, that's not as important, and I feel like that's not going to be something to worry about. I feel like PS5 and Series X are going to have like some great games to play. Like they're not going to just come out and be ass. I just don't. I be right a lot on this podcast, so we could bring this bitch up.
You write a lot on this podcast.
Yeah, I do. I done made a lot of made a lot of cash predictions.
You write a lot. You write a lot on here.
I am. Check the
You
tapes.
go ahead. You go ahead and toot your own horn.
Yeah. Hey, if ain't nobody else gonna do it, you know.
Beat.
You feel me? But yo, I think we can wrap it up, man.
Hey man, it was nice seeing you guys.
Got a few things we could talk about next time.
Nice you guys,
HBO Max is dropping May 27th, man.
I'm already signed up, buddy.
Hey, I already got HBO now, so it's just gonna switch.
Not paying $15 for that shit. So
it's a discounted price right now.
Yeah,
pre-order.
$12.
Is it $6.99? Like Disney Plus. I can only
listen though, man. You got Pirate King Luffy over here anyway, man. So whatever you need, you gonna see it.
Yeah, you just gotta like the bullet, man.
So it don't even matter,
Okay.
man. Whatever you need, you gonna see it, man.
Yeah, I got my HBO Max. It's gonna be on deck.
Don't waste your money.
All the Fresh Prince on deck. You feel me?
Oh, that's
wait. Fresh Prince
That's
is on
definitely a
HBO
rewatch.
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely a rewatch.
Oh, we interested now.
That's a rewatch.
Dog, I've been waiting for that shit. Why they fucking do that shit?
Hey, if you want every season of Fresh Prince, I'll have it to you tomorrow, man. Ain't nothing. Hey.
I'll talk to you in a minute.
Yeah. I got all the damn services, man. These motherfuckers hit me over the head.
Yeah, me too, man. This cable can load.
Hey, I just wanted to bring up something that I thought was dope. This is also related to this TV shit.
Mm-hmm.
Disney Plus, they got this weekly shit that they've been dropping. It's like a behind the scenes documentary on the Mandalorian and shit, and it's really dope. Like
I read something about that, man.
Yeah, like I like that shit because it's like it just give you like a peek behind like what they do to make all that shit, and it like I ain't never seen nothing like for like sci-fi shit where it's like you get to see, because I don't really be watching all that behind the scenes featurettes, all that shit. So you know, I ain't really the type to just grab a DVD box set and all that shit. So
hey, shout out to the Mandalorian season 2, boy. Disney, why are you motherfuckers not coming out with no other shows?
Shout out to Carl Weathers.
Bro, you know Disney Plus has some stuff going on, man. This COVID thing kind of back stuff up.
Shout out to Carl Weathers.
They have shit,
man. Stuff going on.
They just holding shit. They just know they ain't got no content, bro. What
They had
else
some
they
stuff.
gonna have?
Yeah, I don't think they really was prepared to really put too much shit out. Like,
That's what I'm saying. Like, motherfuckers.
but I mean, they got a lot of
I
shit.
think we would have had a little
Got a
more
lot of
coming up than we
cartoons,
do
man.
now.
Yeah, I mean, if you
A
want to
lot of
watch
shit for
Tailspin, get it in,
a lot of shit
bro.
for my kid to watch.
You trying to watch Rescue
Hey, bro,
Rangers? Get it in,
that show, Diary of a Future President was great. I love that show. That was
I
a
didn't
good
watch
show. It was a good show, man. It was a good show. I don't know if y'all fuck with it personally, but it was a good show. I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it, man.
Yo, so I guess that being said, we could get up out of here, bro. Coming through.
Oh,
Anytime.
Just want to give a rest in peace to my stepmom, Aunt Daisy. Lost her yesterday. Very tough around the crib, but I definitely want to shout her out. Very, very nice woman. Prayers go up. Also, R.I.P. Shad Gaspard from the WWE. I don't know if y'all familiar with that situation, but he's
Yeah.
out at Venice Beach and got taken off by a riptide. Told the lifeguards to save his son. He was with his son. They saved his son. They wasn't able to get to him. His body was found a little bit over by that area yesterday. But yeah, I want to shout him out. He was in the tag team Crime Time. Y'all know I'm a big WWE motherfucker, so definitely watched them. Definitely appreciated, black wrestlers, man. They give us these bullshit gimmicks all the time. I'll give y'all the bullshit gimmicks all the time. Y'all always do great things with them. And shout out to that man. Like that is the biggest fear for any parent. And you know what I'm saying? Really tough, man. But yeah, I had to shout that out, man. Watched them for many a year. So we're gonna get out of here. Anybody that's been going through anything throughout this COVID, I say it all the time, man. Prayers are with you. I'm thinking about you. Be nice to each other. Check on your people.
Check on your folks.
Glad to be back, man. Really glad to be back. You know what I'm saying, with the team. I love y'all, man. It's just
Love
a
you
great
too, bro.
time. Like I'm just happy to be back. You know what I'm saying, doing this shit again. Games on Krack. We all been indoors. But once we get back out here, boy, I'll tell you something different. And it's thanks to viewers and listeners like you. And we appreciate y'all, man. So GOK the gang. We out of here. Sign out, y'all.
games on Krack.
I ain't shit. I ain't never gonna be shit.
That's how we ending it. That's where we. Motherfucker.
All right, bro.